The radio crackles with static. Then, silence. The kind of silence that means you're alone. Lieutenant Megan Clark crouches behind a crumbling wall, her breathing ragged, her uniform torn and covered in dust. Blood trickles down her temple. Around her, the ruins of what used to be a Syrian safe house are now a death trap. Footfalls echo closer. Voices in Arabic, shadows moving through the smoke. She's 23 miles behind enemy lines. Her extraction team is gone, ambushed, scattered, or worse. Her comms are fried. Her sidearm has exactly 4 rounds left. The mission? Failure. The team? Dispersed. Her chances of survival? Close to 0. And the worst part? Back at base, they never wanted her on this mission anyway. Too young, too quiet, too soft. The rookie who barely made it through selection. The girl who didn't belong in special operations. Now, she's about to prove them all right. By dying here, alone. Before we go any further, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment telling us which country you're watching from, and let's show some love across the globe. Megan Clark wasn't supposed to be special ops. She was the daughter of a librarian from Ohio. Quiet, bookish, the kind of girl who got overlooked in every room she entered. She joined the army not for glory, but because she wanted to prove, to herself more than anyone, that she was more than invisible. But even after making it through training, the whispers followed her. Too timid, too hesitant, doesn't have the edge. What they didn't know, what no one knew, was that Megan Clark had spent 7 years of her childhood in Jakarta, Indonesia, where her mother worked as a diplomatic translator. There, a retired Indonesian special forces operator named Pak Darto ran a small dojo in the alley behind their apartment. While other kids played video games, Megan learned Pancak Silat, the brutal, fluid martial art of Southeast Asia. Knife work, evasion, silent kills, survival in chaos. Pak Darto saw something in her. A stillness, a sharpness hidden beneath shyness. The deadliest fighters are the ones no one sees coming, he once told her. She trained 6 days a week for 7 years. By the time her family moved back to the States, she could disarm 3 attackers in under 10 seconds. But she never talked about it, never showed off. It was hers, her secret edge in a world that constantly underestimated her. And tonight, in this hell of smoke and gunfire, that secret was about to become her only hope. Megan presses her back against the wall as footsteps grow closer. 2 militants round the corner, rifles raised. They haven't seen her yet. Her hand trembles, not from fear, but from adrenaline, from the weight of every failure she's carried, every time she hesitated in drills, every dismissive look from her commanding officer. Every moment she wondered if she really belonged here. The voices grow louder. She has 4 bullets. There are at least a dozen hostiles in the compound. No backup, no air support, no miracles, just her. She closes her eyes, breathes, remembers Pak Dartho's voice. Fear is a storm. You are the eye. She doesn't shoot. Instead, she surges forward, silent as smoke. Her hand snaps out, a strike to the throat, collapsing the first man's windpipe before he can shout. She catches his rifle as he falls, spins it, and slams the stock into the second man's temple. 2 seconds, 2 down, 0 noise. She drags the bodies into the shadows, strips one of a radio and a knife. The knife feels familiar in her hand. Comfortable. More voices, boots on gravel. A patrol of 4 sweeps through the courtyard ahead. Normal tactics, she'd be dead, outgunned, outmaneuvered. But Megan Clark doesn't fight normal. She moves like water through the ruins, a shadow with a blade. She drops from a half-collapsed stairwell onto the last man in the patrol, her knife finding the gap between his vest and collar. He crumples silently. The others turn, too late. She's already inside their circle, A sweep to the leg, an elbow to the jaw, the knife flashing in the moonlight. Movements so fast, so fluid, they don't have time to raise their weapons. In 15 seconds, it's over. 4 hostiles down, still no shots fired. A voice crackles on the radio she took. Arabic, frantic. Checkpoint 3, report. What's happening? She understands enough to know they're getting nervous. Good. But surviving a patrol isn't the same as surviving the night. Megan knows the compound layout from the mission brief. The extraction point was 2 clicks north, but it's compromised now. The enemy knows it. They'll be waiting. Her only chance is to reach the secondary rally point, an abandoned oil station 12 miles east, on foot, through hostile territory, in the dark. She starts moving. The ruins give way to open desert, exposed, vulnerable. Headlights flare in the distance. A convoy, technicals, pickup trucks mounted with machine guns rolling her direction. She drops into a ditch, presses herself flat against the sand. The trucks rumble past, close enough that she can smell the diesel. One stops. Her heart hammers. A man jumps out, shouts something, points toward the ditch. They've seen her. Bullets tear into the sand around her. Megan rolls, sprints toward a cluster of rocks. Rounds spark off stone. She zigzags, using every scrap of cover. 3 trucks, at least a dozen fighters. Machine gun fire ripping the night apart. She dives behind a boulder, gasping. Her sidearm is in her hand. 4 rounds left. Against 12. Impossible. The trucks circle her position, headlights trapping her in a cone of light. Voices shout. Boots hit the ground. They're coming. Megan looks at the knife in her other hand, at the terrain, at the shadows beyond the headlights. Pakdarto's voice echoes in her mind. The moment they think they've won, you've already beaten them. She takes a breath. Then, she moves. Not away. Toward them. She sprints directly into the headlights, a shadow against the glare. The fighters hesitate, confused by her audacity. That hesitation costs them. She slides under the first truck, slashes the fuel line, keeps moving. Emerges on the other side, drives her knife into the leg of a fighter, takes his rifle. Chaos erupts. She fires 3 controlled bursts, taking down the machine gunner on the lead truck. Rolls behind cover. The fuel she cut ignites. The truck explodes in a ball of flame. The blast blinds the others. She uses the confusion, moving like a ghost through the smoke. Close quarters. Her training takes over. Strikes to nerve clusters. Disarms. Silent, brutal efficiency. One by one, they fall. When the smoke clears, Megan stands alone in the firelight, breathing hard, surrounded by unconscious or disabled fighters. She takes their radio, their water, a set of keys, and she drives one of the remaining trucks east into the darkness, toward the rally point. 3 hours later, the sun rises over the desert. A Black Hawk helicopter touches down at the oil station rally point. The crew chief jumps out, weapon raised, expecting a firefight. Instead, he finds Megan Clark sitting on the hood of a stolen truck, sipping water, covered in dust and blood, none of it hers. Clark? How the hell? Pickup was late, she says calmly. The extraction team stares. She's the only one who made it out. Back at base, the debriefing room is packed. The mission commander, Colonel Ramirez, reviews her helmet cam footage, the silent takedowns, the evasion, the final stand against a dozen hostiles. He leans back, removes his glasses. Lieutenant Clark, where the hell did you learn to fight like that? Megan meets his eyes, steady, unflinching. Jakarta, sir, a long time ago. The room is silent. Ramirez nods, almost smiling. Well, I think we owe you an apology and a commendation. The other operators in the room, the ones who doubted her, dismissed her, called her soft, look at her differently now. Respect. Hard-earned. Undeniable. Megan doesn't gloat, doesn't boast. She just nods, because she's always known the truth. The deadliest fighters are the ones no one sees coming. Megan Clark survived 3 hours behind enemy lines, not because she was the strongest or the loudest or the most decorated. She survived because she was underestimated, because she carried a secret her whole life, a skill sharpened in silence, waiting for the moment it mattered most. And when that moment came, she didn't hesitate. She became exactly who she was always meant to be, a warrior. Before you go, tell us in the comments, which country are you watching this video from? And don't forget to subscribe to Her Force Tales for more incredible stories, and hit like, share, and comment to support the channel.